Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the war in Ukraine and what is going on in Ukraine now. As per the 2 years that have gone past by, there's a video that I was able to watch on Caspian Report. This video was about how Ukraine influences all the world powers that want to march on Russia. So today I want to talk about why Russia is in Ukraine and why Russia is forced to fight with NATO in Ukraine and not any other country. So for Ukraine, you should know that Ukraine is a plane. Okay? You see, for the history of Russia, Russia has been attacked multiple years, multiple times by the Western powers. There was an attack from the Hungarians, which they were able to stop. Napoleon attacked them. Hitler has attacked them, and many other powers, they have been attacking Russia. So to Russians, it's not new to them what is happening. What is happening is that NATO wants to conquer Russia and subdue Russia because, as you know, Russia is actually the biggest continent and the biggest country on earth. So they want to conquer Russia because of its resources, so that they can exploit its resources. But now, as you can see, Russia has been fighting over the years, multiple centuries, to retain its continent. And also, what you should know is that it's also a spiritual war. As you know, Russians are Orthodox Christians, while most of the Western powers, or majority of them, were under Catholic dominion. Okay? So there are two powers fighting here. The Roman Catholics want to subdue the Orthodox, and the Orthodox don't want to be subdued. Yeah? They were able to subdue the Orthodox in Constantine, which is now Turkey. They were able to destroy the Orthodox in Constantine completely because this war was ancient. As you know, the Roman Empire was one, but it was able to be subdued, and also it was divided into two. There was the eastern and the western part of the Roman Empire. So what happened here is that the Romans, when they were divided, the eastern parts of the Roman Empire fell under Orthodox Christianity, while the western part remained under the Roman Catholics. So they could not come into an amicable understanding, and the Western Roman Catholic, or the Western Empire, attacked the Eastern Empire, which was the Orthodox Empire, which was under its capital was in Constantine in Turkey, but they attacked it and subdued it. So the Orthodox were able to retreat. They retreated to the North Poles, and some remain in Syria and also in Ethiopia. So that's why also Russia is in Syria, but that is a story for another day. Because the Orthodox in Syria are under the same church or the same leadership as the Orthodox in Russia. So what happened also is that, you see, for Ukraine, it's not like other countries that border Russia. Okay? Russians have been able to study and to know that all powers that want to conquer Russia always come through the eastern plain, or what we call not the eastern, the western plain, okay, which is in Ukraine. Ukraine is a gap between two mountain ranges. So for any modern mechanized army to be able to conquer Russia, it has to come through Ukraine, because Ukraine is a flat land generally. It is not mountainous, it's not full of rivers and lakes, unlike the Finnish, or in Finland or Norway. These countries are full of a lot of hills and a lot of lakes and fjords, for example, in Norway. So any modern army cannot conquer Russia from that direction, because tanks cannot roll over the mountains and over the lakes and rivers. So the only option is to use Ukraine. And coming through the Black Sea will be a disaster, because it's also a sea. So they will be seen coming, but through Ukraine it is easier. So that is why the Western powers are fighting for Ukraine. They want to own Ukraine so that it will be easier to conquer Russia, or to roll their armies through Russia. But now Russia, through its history, it has known that most armies that come to fight Russia always come through Ukraine. So that's why Russia is in Ukraine. It is fighting in Ukraine so that it may secure this plain to be able to stop any attacks that come through that plane with the mechanized armies. So this is what I was to present about the war in Ukraine and about the war with Russia. And thank you for listening to me. Also, feel free to like and subscribe this video. Thank you.